You two at 4:30, man. I'm giving it to you right now, man. See, that's too much, bro. Too much, man. You get 4:30. Oh yeah. Let me see what baby girl sent me. I thought they were gonna be raw. That's cool. Okay. Raw is better. Thanks, Snoop. Snoop sent me the pumpkin seeds. Raw is better, but they're good. Mukbang, ASMR. I'm gonna do a mukbang with you guys on some of my stuff that I cook. I'm gonna make a nice little plate, not big, but show you the proportions. And you just got up here because you saw me eating something, huh? You don't want it. And then he got his left hand on my handgun. You can watch. You can walk on the books. So, that is good. I'm not gonna say and eat in front of you guys all. You like I have it. You like the smell of that? The sea salt. You want to have one of the lake? Because you know salt's good for you guys. You like that? He's like, yo, I'm checking him out, y'all. I was like, what you got? I gotta check it out, bro. Big bro, I gotta check it out. Say hi, say hi. Say hi. Look. Right here, Papa. See? Say hi. You want that? He's like, you want to taste that? It's salty. Here. Let's put it over here. Okay? That ain't gonna hurt you. A lot of things you can have, but that's not gonna hurt you. Let me move that out of the way, okay, Papa? That's my little brother, yo. I'm forcing charcoal down his throat and everything else, you know. He's gonna play with it. He is too much. You want to talk about laughter is really good for you. You ought to see him doing his little thing. He's trying to knock my gun out the way. Oh, now it's a game. Oh, yo, he's getting it. He's getting it in. He ain't playing. He down. He's too much. Anywho, what's going on? I went live and I knew that, you know, they've had 5 individuals. Somebody shared it to me. I didn't tap on it, probably from YouTube where it looked all dark, or it could have been from the new X, which is, you know, the tweeters, Twitter, who work for YouTube, and they testified and saying, yeah, the government is behind, and the people don't even care that work on these platforms. They don't care that obtrusively they hire people who are more liberal leaning, which is sad, to censor, which is illegal in this country. It don't matter if it's a corporation or whatever. It is illegal. It is illegal for them to be censoring people. And you see TikTok was famous, notorious for it. They slowed back off. But the thing is, whenever something comes about, they want to control the narrative. When the COVID came out, you couldn't say COVID, this, that. They don't want to say guns, because they keep creating guidelines like fake new rules, which doesn't apply to those who are constitutionalists. It doesn't. It don't matter what they do. And you know what? People, there are platforms. I have too. You guys didn't go to my Patreon and sign on. Otherwise, we could be over there having a field day. I really could let loose. Rumble, Kick. I downloaded that. I got to set that up. But I'm gonna show you one of the books I got today. It's just pervert, because I set it up and went live, and they're the ones who are like, I went on a whole lot of different accounts people I follow to see why I haven't been getting updates. It doesn't matter how many are set up to do that, right? And it's showing that I'm not even subscribed. Then when I hit subscribe, I got the full bell and everything. These, and it's not an algorithm, y'all. It's not the computer. It's none of that. It's literally some lazy fart working for this company who is not only a sociopath, you know, they had some get busted because, you know, pedophile and all that other stuff, which they keep it on the quiet because they don't want you to know where they're working out of. So as you know, a lot of phone calls you get, a lot of phone calls you make for corporate things. Who's answering? People who in their ignorance, young, work for the UN. Even though they might not know it, it's under a corporate identity based upon the Vatican, the fake crown, and the fake, you know, this government. It's ridiculous. You can't make this up, how foolish they are. When my Instagram account was taken out, it wasn't because of no strikes and this, that, and the other. It was because I put a post up that was on there from them, and it was on TikTok and every other platform. Didn't even say no appeal. No, the little security idiots. It don't matter if they're Hindu, Mexican, Spanish, whatever background. It don't even matter because we already cleared all that. Who some of the people truly are. Not all. But when you say Sephardic or crypto Jew, it means some people a lot, and majority of them don't even know that. They're not even who their ancestors were. On both sides of being mostly mixed. Most Spanish are mixed. Are y'all aware that it's not even, this might sound destructive, and it's not. The Spanish identity is a new creation. Dead ass. I am to eradicate the truth of an original existing people. So what happened to their great mothers, and beyond that, their great grandfathers who fought alongside all of us on the earth? Here they are running around in their delusion. And look, if you're going to leave a comment under somebody or on my post, articulate it. I don't care if you don't have your picture, if you only got 2 followers or whatever. Articulate it in a way that makes sense instead of because you probably have drunk, jacking off, or whatever you're doing. Now, say something that is meaningful. I mean, it's not like we care, because some of us, people are going, who's that commenting under me? Don't even give it no energy. Y'all don't get it. Y'all comment. That's why I don't use the word troll no more, but you guys are idiots. Nobody cares. It's like you're a failed experiment. Nobody cares no more. So what they do, Facebook. This is what Facebook security team do. Nobody else can upload pornography. If you do, you're out. You're gone. But this is what they do. They go to pages. Oh, it's not busy. So one of their little lackeys who probably with his little paycheck or her little paycheck decide to upload on people's pages, and it's allowed, permitted by certain entities. It's not disruptive. It just looks stupid. Y'all really look stupid now. Look, you know why 2019 came along? All that shit. Because most Negroes hadn't acquiesced their truth and the fact that if we're together, our energy is tripled, quadrupled. Yes, if we're together. And you're actually learning from somebody instead of everybody running their mouth, because not everybody's supposed to be able to teach certain things. Excuse me. Because if that was the case, then you wouldn't still be where you're at. So we got a lot of people that's talking, never suggesting, hey, come on over here. This is what I'm gonna show you how to do this. No, you get people talking about we're gonna tag read, we're gonna do this, and I'm looking at the sun. And do they ever say, hey, look, everybody, come around me and join together? You know, this is what needs to be done. We're gonna do this. They're gonna acquiesce the essence of the four so-called four elements, right? They don't even know what they're doing. I remember making that statement roughly 2 years ago and saying, hey, look, guys come around me, the bank account, $100, $200, boom, boom, boom. We could have land. Imagine 300 of us chipping in $200 a piece. You know how much land that is right off the back? Do you know how many houses and homes we could build on 1 acre? Do you know what it's like to not be on a real world fake and we all living in a big house with 12 bedrooms, pretty much damn near underground? And then working in ways nobody can see. We don't need no damn license or whatever, permits or nothing. It's our land. We do as we choose. As long as we're the benefactors and consumers, we can benefit them by selling them something good. See, the Quakers, they were the little fake ass government. They was able to go over there and tell them you can't sell this no more. You could, because they had healthy stuff. This is what I'm talking about. And thank goodness the Quakers stood their ground. What I'm saying is it's very hard to acquiesce to these things because we're not meeting on common grounds. We're meeting in destitution, a destituted way of looking. We're looking at what's the word for it? The real word, in a sickly manner, not healthy manner. That means that it's not beneficial to you nor I. I've been telling people for a long time, not everybody, stop listening to the comedians. Stop watching the movies. I don't care about Get Hard with Kevin Hart. I don't care about. Stop supporting all of them. Stop buying and downstream and streaming the music. Do something different. Go to YouTube, Pandora. Forget listening to all that rap and everything. Stop living in the past. Listen to some orchestra or something. You know what I'm saying? Billie Holiday. Go to Sam Cooke. Don't even support these idiots no more. And then let the youth see it. And they will feel something from your energy. Okay? All right, this is what they fear. When we come together, we multiply. That's why they keep spraying and all that. Don't get all caught up in thought on that. It's irrelevant to start talking. The moment you start talking about it, it's the moment you start giving the energy because it negates negative energy. So when you have a lot of women around who are very drama-filled, emotionally unstable, to which women aren't supposed to be, you have you're negating a lot of negative energy. So what happens is a fall, a decline. There is no raising of conscience. Even when you sit around looking at the idiots on The View and all the other dumb stuff, don't waste that beautiful, I would say, equilibrium or balance of time that you have with this stupid stuff. You know, the brother who was coming out talking against one, he did a good thing. He died regardless of what, and some peentang they say or whatever. I don't care. He played a part too. He was really expressing what a lot of men at, but the problem is that is not how we fix. That is not a solution. When I speak about things, it is about the benefit of whatever may be considered more true than the regular come around, get along, to get along, all that bullshit. It's what it's not what we need. Then, some of the weak ass women, he just wants to make babies. Can you even make one? Shut the fuck up. Like, I don't want to put my good spoon in some old ragged ass soup. Problem is we need good soup for those of us still with a good spoon. It's a requirement. This is why we're here. We're not here for why we're singing the Rothschilds and the Bilderbergs and the Rockefeller and all of them to continuously pursue the death and destruction of who we are. Now, if that don't make sense, then you don't need to be here. Some of you say, well, I can't make a baby. Well, go get your shit fixed so you can. I don't know if I'm strong enough. Stop negating yourself and thinking that way. But damn it, you'll put your life force and energy into something that will make it. The majority of us ain't going to make it past 90. Shit. People don't want me to speak. I'm going to stand on the stage with a little mic in my hand and I'll have the whole crowd lit. All right? It finally came in. 10 months later. I guess they couldn't poison that. I'm just rubbing it all over in case they did hit it with something so we can see what the effects is going to have on me. I'm tired of this shit. Y'all know I'm not gonna read if you're on Patreon. If I get quick on, I'll read stuff over there based on this. Like I said, I have a few of these books based upon the dead. We're not gonna play on it, even though I could read that with the Delectable Negro on Necromancing, which I have a book on. But not here. So Civilization 1, right? The Giants. Excellent. You know, I have about 3 or 4 books on Giants, Giants of North America, and so on and so forth and such on. Okay, I'm sharing this because in case some of you might want to purchase the book. Okay, let's slide this back a little bit. And they're like, well, he ain't reading. Shut up. I'm reading. I'm reading right now. I'm reading you. So I'm expressing something to you that might be beneficial. It's right over here. Okay. Because when I read, I want to make sure your heads are clearer than what they were before. Much clearer. Because don't come here and tell me your head's been clear, and I'll tell you bullshit. I'll tell you bullshit. All right? So, you know, this is a phenomenal book. I've read a little bit in here, right? And I just wanted to, because it's a lot of pictures and stuff that actually goes with the actual individuals. You know, I've got a lot of tabs and stuff because I, you know, record keeper, certain things that, things I visited, stuff that makes sense. Like when you think about Chief Corn Planter, right? Do you know that's a Negro, right? A mulatto, right? Somebody, because you know what, the Jews came here attempting to whitewash us. They did. The Ashkenazis came here like they did in other countries, and then they made war and we whooped their ass. And they murdered a lot of our people. That's why I say you don't have time to sit here being all polite and nice. You know, you're the juggernaut, whether you like it or not. When you want to talk about a real Native American or indigenous American Indian, all right? Not a Mongol. They attempted to whitewash that. I got 12 pictures that show that he was a Negro. But because of their stupidity and their lack of, because of the arguments they've been having with poor educated Negroes who shouldn't be arguing with no goddamn body until they get some real good research. A lot of you've argued based upon feelings. Be honest. I want to know what man and woman right now, real man and woman, can be honest about arguing and not having really the correct information to be able to stand there and debate or argue with any of these individuals. Especially when the ones talking about show us your DNA. Fucking monkeys that says tell me your blood type. And then this excellent book here, and I know y'all can't wait for me to get into this, but everything has to go together. These books go together with Flatlanders and everything else. This book goes with Flatlanders. This is the Nephilim Chronicles, a travel guide to the ancient ruins of the Ohio Valley. And this book goes with it as well. Yes. You see, I'll show it. Let me hold it up so you can screenshot it. I just got, you got to excuse me because where I had laid the book. Anyway. Okay. Fritz Zimmerman. Straight hair don't mean pale skins, dummies. Not you, but the ones who like to come in here and be. No. Setting a fire into their ass and they don't know what the fuck to do. They ain't gonna stop shit. I keep saying I know how it ends, and people want to sit there because you don't. You're not attempting to do something to elevate yourself to ascend. I broke Star Wars down for you, and you're still having a hard time. Want me to break it down further? I can read all day, and if you're really not paying attention, you can acquiesce the reality or the truth. There's no victors, and there's no victors in victory. Victory can mean the bad guy or the good guy, or it can mean victory for not truth or lie, just the victory that nobody knows nothing. That means the bad guy, right? Well, the bad guy don't know a lot of things like they think they do. The Book of Giants, which we still got to read, and that goes with the books that I was reading before. We'll get back into it. All right. So there's plenty of information of great stuff. The thing is, I have to share the books that I get, the ones that you help me purchase, and the ones that you don't, I just put them upstairs. All right. I will read those and enjoy them, And then when I find that it goes with something, when we get rid of something else, then I'll incorporate the book. Like God meant the word made flesh, right? I read just a little bit out of here, and I know this is deep stuff. No, this is old stuff. This is not no new age, new generation shit. No, this is, go ahead, Take a screenshot if you want to get it. Okay. All right. You ain't quick to hit your 2 little buttons. That ain't my problem. All right. Civilization 1. It's weird. Some corrections need to be made because, you know, pale skins have a problem with acquiescing to truth unless you're like Bonacci or somebody like that, you know? Okay? So, let's go ahead and get in a little bit of reading. I just wanted to share some of the new books, some of the books that'll be read, so you have a clear understanding based upon how important it is for you to realize how powerful you are, because all they're going to keep doing is war. They need destruction. And see, it just hasn't hit home yet. Y'all have no clue. Incoming. And then the weapons they have today, not based on fear, the destruction. No, it's going to be slow because they need to get people to speak a certain way. They need to quiet them. They need to have and we're not teachers in no schools. We're not the ones that broke the people. We're not the one that messed the children up. We're not the ones. But see, the enemy have those that when everything's going down, who are situated all around you, and you ain't ready to deal with them. You're not even fucking Padawans. I'm gonna say some shit that's gonna hurt some feelings, I guess, because, like, oh man, we have, and that's how serious it is. You dig what I'm saying? You feel me? Let me get this book right here, but I know you want to scratch one. Oh yeah, let's get it right, okay? All right. Now check this out, how I'm gonna do this. Now this still goes with the other books that I'm reading. This still goes with Heaven Bearers, Hidden Lands Beyond Antarctica, and because I'm doing that, I decided to bring Exposing the Expositions of 1851 to 1915. See how I brought a book in that's been read before? So this right here can bring us back to the possibility of why the war happened, that they hide. And they need all these little wars that don't even amount to destruction and the death of billions. They want to do their own, but based on who? Is it an allegory? Is it reality? Well, there is some people dying. There are some things that are happening. I mean, how the hell do you take a break for 4 hours to feed the people and go back to bombing them? One of the oldest in Palestine mosques. You know why they don't care about destroying it? Because they know that they created the religion. They're beating their own fucking people up. How many of y'all look at the videos how they're doing the Hasidic Jews? The ones who will tell you who you are. You see those big goofy motherfuckers, and some of them children from America. That should speak volumes. Who else would you want to hire? The most narcissistic, sociopathic dichotomy of fucking monkeys. In Europe. Yeah. They have no problem killing their own. But we forget about Arthur Kessler and his motherfucking wife. And here you have Mr. himself, though he acquiesced to be Irish. He's goddamn Sephardic. He's a crypto Jew. Ashkenazi bloodline. Some people they just don't bring into the fold. Okay. What was that movie, Prophecy, with the angels? And this little girl had the demon of this motherfucker from the war. That was the most wickedest motherfucker. Sounds like another story, right? And they had to bring him to the motherfucking medicine men to extract the demon to destroy it. While Raphael, you know, the angels were busy stealing each other's hearts and turning each other's eyes to coals because they, you know, became human. Hue of a man. I mean, God, though, man. They look for specific kinds They can see the aura around you and shit. They were like, we could do something with this one, but no, I don't know. This one's kind of, I don't know, we can't read this motherfucker. How many of y'all ever had, if you're ex-military, how many of you ever had somebody to show up want to give you an IQ test? How many of y'all went and tried for Rangers? Don't have to be scared and say you failed and shit, or something, you know, when you get that IQ test, right? How many of y'all had the IQ test and you knew that the best thing to do was to fail it, but do it in a way that was constructive? Morgan said, Ray, what do you mean you ain't gonna give no blood? I said, bitch, I'm gonna give you some blood so you can find out more genetically how to spray the air and fucking kill me? Fuck you. You ain't getting no more blood, bitch. If it's meant for me to die, I don't need your assistance, motherfucker. All the ailments and shit you got out here, when the food and the medicine you use don't really do nothing. Especially when you say, I don't know what's got you sick, but you're gonna start pumping me up with shit. When I went there with my lungs, they talking about, we don't know what it is, but you was shooting me up with all kind of shit like a fucking experiment. See, people have a hard time rationalizing the reality of the situation that you're in. You can't make this stuff up, people. Come on, man. All right, so let's get a little reading in. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. Let's get the Hatha material, okay? Messages from an Ascended Civilization by Tom Kenyon and Virginia Essene, okay? For those who've been around the world and you remember seeing these scripts on walls, South America and stuff, oh, it's real. All right. I had to go back to the page that I saved because you know me, I marked it. And we was early on in this reading, so because it's two people speaking, Virginia and the Hathors. What I will do is start from the beginning because I think it's very beneficial. I just wanted to see something here. I'm not going to read the forwards. So this is chapter 1, who we are and why we have come. We are the Hathors. We come in love and with the sounding of a new dream reality for your earth. For your earth. If you are ready to build the new world, we invite you to join us on a journey of the mind and heart. We are your elder brothers and sisters. We have been with you for a very long period of your evolution on this planet. We were with you in eons past, even in the forgotten days before any trace of us is known in your present written history. Our own nature is energetic and interdimensional. We originally came from another universe by way of Sirius, which is a partial portal to your universe. See, the universe is what you make of it, right? It's the world you live in, right? Are you not one with it? Is it not eternal and external? It's all and everything. And from Sirius, and you know, and the good old lands beyond the ice wall, where Sirius is, minor and major, right? Okay. We eventually proceeded to your solar system and the etheric, look, to your solar system and the ether realms of Venus. And what was that book we was reading where it talks about it's possible that we, Mars and like, okay? And you know the movie Thor, that grand big city that was some kind of destroyed, okay? In the past, and there was a walkway, hammer, boom, and travel through the portal. For those who get all into the old sci-fi movie Stargate and stuff. In the past, we have specifically worked with and through the Hathor fertility goddess of ancient Egypt. Editor's note, for the sake of clarity, we will use the spelling Hathor, H-A-T-O-R, exclusively for the Egyptian goddess, and the spelling Hathor, H-A-T-H-O-R, for those ascended beings referred to in this book. We also made contact with the Tibetan lamas in the formative period of Tibetan Buddhism, and thus pre is what it's saying. Thus, some of their unique techniques and practices about the use of sound come from our own lineage and our teachings with. Oh, I got too many markings here. I'm sorry. I really do a lot of marking. Okay, I went through the eye. All right. Come from our own lineage and our own teachings with them. Although we have interacted with some of Earth's early cultures, We are an intergalactic civilization. Now, intergalactic, y'all think ship, warp speed, you know what I'm saying? Light speed. Intergalactic has nothing to do with fake outer space. Or there's plenty of space out there. So it could be a little of that, but nobody can understand light above these domes. Waters neither. So start looking at things differently from what they've been teaching you. Okay? Although we have interacted with some of Earth's early cultures, we are an intergalactic civilization with outposts that span parts of your known universe and beyond. 178 worlds and maybe more. We are what you might term an ascended civilization, a group of beings existing at a specific vibratory field. Now you got to remember the Anunnaki and the custodians were defeated by certain individuals who ascended beyond spiritual ideology. War was not, everything they did actually happened to themselves. For all they did was raise their frequencies, untouched, unfazed. It wasn't about, we must fight with you. They have love for themselves that is ever increasing. There is nothing. You know, who stops revolutions? The mothers. Who fights them? The sons and daughters. Even as you have energy signatures, aura, it is simply that we vibrate at a faster rate than you. Nonetheless, we are all part of the mystery, part of the love that holds and binds all the universe together. That means all of us. We have grown as you have grown, ascending to the one source of all that is. We have grown in joy and through sorrow, as have you. We are, in terms of the vastness, a little higher on the spiral of awareness and consciousness than you are. Therefore, we can offer you what we have learned as friends, mentors, and fellow travelers on the path that leads back to remembrance of all that is. Recall. We are in a great period of healing at all levels of this local solar system and in all kingdoms, not just human. And yet, you humans hold a key for the evolution and the ascension of your planet Earth. That key requires free will choice, in which you humans choose or do not choose. You have a choice. Affect many kingdoms in this world. You are poised at a momentous time in the history of consciousness on this planet. Something is occurring that has never occurred before, and it is a joy and a kind of ecstasy for us to participate with you once again and to come into your conscious awareness. They can't do that if you're blocked off, if you know nothing. If you're not tapping at the window without throwing rocks, knocking on the door, now how can you know? It's easy to turn away in ignorance from things you know nothing of. Something is occurring that has never occurred before. You hear that? Now, for the last time we were together consciously was in ancient Egypt. Egyptian history holds few clues to our existence, our motives, or our physical description. However, there are carvings left behind from the temples of Hathor that show our likeness. Have you ever been there to Egypt or South America? Here, they've destroyed the ones here. Twice in this book, and may serve as a remembrance for some of you. In the pages that follow, we will attempt to bring to your tools an understanding from our level of awareness. Okay? It is our hope and our desire that these will prove helpful to you. We want to be clear that we are not your saviors. We are not messianic. We are your brothers and your sisters who dwell close to you. Yet we will not intrude in your choice making, nor into your evolution, for that is your own free will. Right now, you are on the precipice of being at the bottom of the heap. As great as you was, I were blocked from that ascension. But we do stand ready to assist you. We stand ready to assist you. Not just you have a choice, remember, not through the techniques, not just through the techniques and the understanding that we will reveal in these pages, but we are ready to work with you intimately and individually for greater health. And that is Don't think they just walk up to you and be like, hey, my name is Regalia. No. Your choosing this book is a sign of willingness, and we are ready and available to you on many levels of consciousness. Now, by offering our aid, however, we do not wish to interfere with your other spiritual helpers and cosmic relationships in any way, nor with any religious beliefs. And they don't accomplish shit. Affiliations or organizations are of help to you. Even so, there is a great deal we would like to share. Y'all been getting some of that goddamn sharing. You just need to wake the fuck up, that's all, and listen. DNA of the gods, the Anunnaki, creation of Eve, and the alien battle for humanity. Why would there be an alien battle for humanity? What is so... Did you ever think about that? What is so particularly special? Well, damn sure ain't the motherfuckers... Okay, listen to this. The Rothschilds, the Vanderbilts, the Rockefellers, the whole slew of them, right? The Bushes, so-called fake-ass queens and the popes, all the different monkeys they've had over there. They are nobody. They're the ones you see. They ain't shit. And yet, so many people give so much precedence and so much power. And you don't even know that you're giving energy there because you've been raised in a damn line. I'm still looking at people who are making decisions to better themselves by staying and going forward even after injuries. And then the first thing out their goddamn dumb mouths, oh, praise to God. Instead of being grateful to themselves and appreciating those around them who unilaterally are and cohesion was there to assist them. You can't make this up. And that's why they always end up going right back doing the same dumb shit. Instead of staying and fighting through it, they fall right back into the cruxes of the same nonsense. It doesn't matter the crayon color. I always have to say that because we know there's people come over here. And if there's something different about us than everybody else is melanated, because they go, oh, they're black. No, we ain't. There's a reason why they want to equate us to being fucking dumbass black, because we're so much more dumbasses, and they come still watching. So much more than everybody. And we're the only ones that always reaching out, want to give a hug and love, and we always got to deal with the dumbest of you. And you think that you're greater? See what I just did? It's so simplistic. I had to hit a native in the head today. I said, what the fuck did you cultivate? Who did you feed during the starving times? I don't really know about that. And shut the fuck up. Because that should be something in your family known and passed down. That's how the fuck I learned about it. Who was you breastfeeding, motherfucker, who came over here? We breastfed all your motherfuckers, a lot of your ancestors, and adopted them and taught them our ways. No, you ain't teach us shit. What did you invent? What have you made, motherfucker, running around in the desert because you want to say something before that? And then we start talking about Tartary and everything else. It's not because of hate. It's that we are beyond the point of tired. We don't give a fuck no more. They can't even acquiesce that because it's not part of their singular dichotomy. It's not in them. Why is it not in their DNA then? For remembrance. But in ours, people go, oh, wait a minute. Auntie said that. And they didn't say it because they were trying to block. They're going to come from the 1920s and 40s and just start making up shit. How stupid can people be? Let's go ahead. DNA of the gods, the Anunnaki, creation of Eve, and the alien battle for humanity. Lies, scheming, bullying, and murder. All we have seen thus far, while certainly awesome, still doesn't eat. Look at this. All we have seen thus far, while certainly awesome, still doesn't reach the peaks of perversity that we earthlings can learn about our gods. In the historical tablets, that is. I have that. That's for another time. And for now, we looked only at the way they behave among themselves. That is, among gods supposedly constrained by a social code of behavior and under the authority of the king Anu. The assembly of the gods and a judicial court. An, an observatory, an observatory to check on the geological conditions of Antarctica had been created and installed at the tip of Africa. Directed by the granddaughter of Enlil, Ereshkigal, as chief earth scientist. At one point, unable to attend a feast of the gods, Ereshkigal sent her emissary to the banquet. Nergal got so upset by what he interpreted as misbehavior from Ereshkigal's emissary that he went to confront Ereshkigal in her laboratory. In fact, we learned that it was quite the opposite. On the emissary's arrival, all got up to greet him. And in parentheses, it says, as a reverence to Ereshkigal, and apart from one bald god who remained seated in a laid-back posture. This prompted the emissary on his return to report the insult to his commanding lady. On arriving at I didn't turn off the notification. At arriving at Ereshkigal's laboratory and abode, Nergal behaved violently and raped her. Then he was so violent that he was going to kill her. This cunning woman saved her life by offering to marry Nergal and to share with him the direction of the station as well as the secret formulas of her science, the MEs called, okay? In this case, the tablets of wisdom. She thus became Nergal's wife, but we will see that she herself was far from devoid of scheming and violence, just as her sister Inanna. Now, this observatory is where they detected the instability of the ice cap of Antarctica, and due to the exceptional gravity pull of the incoming Nibiru, and how they could forecast the huge tidal wave, the deluge. And when the ice cap was going to slide on the Earth's crust and fell into the ocean. Now, we know some of these things are far from the truth, yet it still illuminates the possibility of things unknown. And next we'll get into the ensnaring and rape. And that's when we go back talking a little more about one's old children and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to take it easy on that, okay? Because there's a lot of things going on right now that never went on in our families or communities for a long time, all right? And it seems to be the go-to thing based upon what the CIA, this fake-ass government designers have done and created with the Nazis, the fake Nazis and everything else, okay? Yes, they created the problem, yet our people still have a hard time coming together. Wars of the Anunnaki, Nucleus of Destruction, and Ancient Sumer by Chris H. Hardy. Okay. Remember I told you Chris H. Hardy is a female, okay? Just to let you know. All right. He is out like a light. I got to show you all this. So anyway. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even show you all the Wars of the Anunnaki. My apologies. And I did show you this one, right? Okay, some of you already have these books, so that's good. Excuse me again. Anyway, when we were last with this, we were dealing with of the deluge, the Zuzudra, Noah of the deluge, and all that. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with the youth, Eric, and all those guys. And so anyway, I know that's not the best to take you back, but just follow along from here. Then, prodded on the subject, I think we were talking about Gilgamesh and all that other stuff. This is just a little more of it. And I believe King Gilgamesh, right, meets his ancient Unapticism Noah, who having been granted immortality, recounts to him the deluge. So that means Gilgamesh and Noah knew each other. Both giants of men. Who saw the video where I talked about Noah and many different names? And all right. Anyway. Then prodded on the subject. Unapticism explains to Gilgamesh that immortality can be granted to a mortal only by a decision of the assembly of the gods. But he offers to give him another secret of the gods, that of the plant of life, who rejuvenates and keeps the person eternally young. This plant, found deep in water, is not related to the tree of life, which was destroyed. Now they believe that giant tree, there's another one deep within the earth, as above, as below. Consultation, and some people believe that Devil's Point, Devil's Mountain, the Devil's Peak, which the Vatican perverse bastards name, just like the mound over here in Arizona, they call the tower, the what you call it, that looks up at the so-called fake stars, that looks at the water, right? The observatory, they named it Lucifer. What a smack in my fucking face, right? So anyway, the idiots. Anyway, that of the plant of life, who rejuvenates and keeps the person eternally young. This plant, found deep in water, is not related to the tree of life. Now, consultation of oracles and seers to guide their actions. Marduk, steeped in astronomy, was making his own prediction based on his astronomical observations, notably that of the precessional cycle and his minor cycles. This was his main way to understand the unfolding of events. However, he didn't refrain from seeking the counsel of seers. In a poem, he recounts how he sought an oracle in the listen to this, Hittites region, in actual Cappadocia in Turkey, mind you, and was told to wait 24 years before invading Sumer and claiming his supremacy. And he abided by the oracle and was indeed able to make a comeback. Now, stupendous information is given to us in the Hittite text called the Kamari cycle, and in the Greek legends of the wars of the Titans against the gods. Boy, I need to turn off these damn Jesus Christmas. Anyway, listen, and he abided by the oracle and was indeed able to make a comeback. So anyway, the Hittites region, right, in actual Cappadocia in Turkey, and was told to wait 24 years, right, before claiming that was war, okay, supposedly, right? Now, what would this time be based upon? Because you know that a lot of things that they've written is a composite of many different directions. All right. The Greek legends of the wars of the Titans against the gods. Anyway, a war that pitted the gods of heaven against the gods of earth. As we easily surmise, the gods of heaven were the Igigi, or Nephilim. Igigi, or Igigi, means those who see, are Igigi, those who see or observe and orbit. That is, the Anunnaki residing in the orbital station or the space base on Mars, the moon. This base was built by Enki and Marduk when the latter was still young and was taught astronomy by his father during their stay on this planet. Now, in parentheses, it states, with the young Marduk complaining about having to stay there too long. And pointedly, the word Titan, T-I-T-A-N, right? And means in Sumerian, those who in heaven live. The violent war pitted Kumarbi, backed by the Igigi, against the Enlilites. We are told that Teshub Adab Ishkar, the youngest son of Enlil, in parentheses, was one of the main protagonists in the fierce aerial and ground battles, backed by his attendant. As for Enlil's enemy, Kumarbi, they can't tell the truth. They can't lay everything out as it's supposed to be laid out, because then you'll know more. That's why I told you the moon is not Pop Mart, because the fucking some meteors and the creation of Earth bullshit. Those round spears that are perfectly round were fucking weapons. Okay, you don't have to believe me. As for Enlil's enemy, Kumarbi, he was no less than the grandson of the deposed king Alul. And in the Iberian tradition, the son of or grandson of a vanquished king became the cupbearer of the victor. Now, Anu, okay, Anu, the victor was Anu. Now Anu, on his first visit to Earth, took with him his heir Enlil, and in parentheses, that's how Enlil came to Earth the first time, while Enki had been there already as king of Earth for 3 shars. 3 shars. However, Anu didn't dare leave Kamarbi back on Nibiru, and he would certainly have seized back the king's absence. End. Nor did he want to bring him to Earth. Now, finally, Anu left Kamarbi in the space station with the Igigi, who seemed to have adopted him and taught him astronomy so that he came himself. So says Sitchin, quoting the ancient Hittite text. The 2 men, and in brackets, Tushal and his attendant, in brackets, decided to go to Ea in the Abzu to seek there an oracle according to the old tablets with the words of fate. And that's in Wars 94-95. We're not going back to that. Okay? I mean, up to that. We'll get there. This is how we learn that Enki / Ea was endowed with the gift of forecasting via the use of an ancient book of oracles engraved on a tablet that may have been made of precious stone. This book of oracles of Enki, a divinatory system using a text, okay, may resemble the I Ching in China, land of Xi, a system using a set of 64 hexagrams, each composed of 6 full or broken lines. In parentheses, that's like what? Remember that damn thing I'm always talking about? Kaleidoscope? That you be looking through and see all them? Yeah. The legend stipulates that the system of hexagrams was so ancient that it had preceded written language and had at first been engraved on tortoise shells. Its invention is attributed to King Wei, and many sages have meditated and used I Ching among them. And Confucius and Lao Tzu, and figures 818, which is right here, Lao Tzu with an alchemical athener or crucible bearing the I Ching hexagrams with 2 gourds of the elixir of immortality. Nothing but a nigga, round-eyed, all right, mind you. I'm just saying. Now, that's interesting because it definitely resonates with Enki's tablets of fate. Through the ages, I Ching became identified as a large book of oracles when sages and philosophers such as Confucius himself wrote commentaries. In fact, the I Ching lays the foundation of a sort of holographic science. It states and explains the principles of harmonic resonance between human consciousness, social events, and natural systems. Natural. Harmonic resonance between human consciousness, social events. Come on, people. You just don't come out of nowhere and just make that up. Okay? What you looking at me for, man? Nobody playing, man. You always want to play, man. I'm gonna get that laser out, man. Have your ass running all over this place. Like you going retarded. You go back to sleep. Yeah. Usually you sleep like straight 8 to 16 hours. Nigga, what the hell? It was that good for me. I might live to be 1,000. I said might. So, and we're talking about nuclear self-destruction. So this is a guideline, as you see. And why am I reading this after the Hathor matters, right? The Hathor's material. Because you need to have an understanding. We're going to get to what happened to them. Where did they go? Remember, there's going to be a discussion. All right? And then that helps bring in other books. When I'm reading those books, it brings a baseline. Remember puzzle pieces? So I know it's hard when listening to things to decipher and make a determination that might be more beneficial in another direction. Yet it's crucial and paramount. I guess some of you are better with the word evolution for ascension. All right. And I know y'all like Civilization One. What them books have? You just showed. What's those? I got so many books I got to show you right now. But let's take it slow. Some of you are just greedy and you never will read everything. Trust me. Some of you probably will, but will you understand it? That's a whole nother thing. Let me get another lemon water. Dog, on it, man. This stuff right here, man. Oh shit. I hope y'all appreciate that. I'm about to get into them damn pumpkin seeds. I'm about to eat half of that back. No, I ain't gonna get retarded. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Y'all think I'm playing? Let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can get him. Laying on my damn EDC for the day. He's living on my. It's not an everyday carry, but the EDC that I use today. It's the 43X, and a lot of people are carrying the 43X. Y'all know why? The motherfucker is tight. Okay. Anyway, appreciate y'all coming in. Let me shout y'all out. I figured more people would have spoke up, but it is what it is. Rondo, man, I know you always gonna be in that. Excuse me, house. APJ, what's going on, beloveds? Yeah, baby. What's up, Snoo? 7 grams. We in here. That's right, brother. What's happening? Excuse me. Appreciate it. Number love, y'all. Marcus, what's going on, beloved? What's happening? The shell too, right? Ground pumpkin seeds when given to dogs and cats have shown to have anti-inflammatory benefits for anal gland disease. That's why he got that one right there. He laying on it. I don't know if he getting his glands on it. Maybe I should have gave him 3 or 4. I got to deshell it though. I was eating my pumpkins. Oh baby, you came. Hey, Sloop, what's going on, beloved? What's happening? Where's the lone wolf? What's going on, fam? I'll be glad that you come out this way, because, man, need a ball of fire out here, cuz. You know what I'm saying? A little Commodore. You know what I'm saying? Get countrified. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back home. Silence. That's all we need out here. We don't need no loudness, because together, it's something. Especially when people know it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, gotcha. Evelyn Smiley, aka Navy, Brandon Elevation, beloved. What's happening, hon? So it's great to have you guys to step in. I'm going ahead and sign off. We at the hour. I meant to go 55, but I talk about some stuff that needed to be discussed as usual. Cause these motherfuckers are some bastards, man. They ain't listening to nobody, and they got the little services and secrets and all the other bullshit. Because we need to grab ourselves in, man. Together, man. Together. Y'all don't get it. I know some of you in your head going, yeah, but can't we be together while I'm over here? Stop being stupid. How has that worked out so far? I just want to know how that worked out so far. You just want me to, I don't want you to do a goddamn thing. You have a choice. I don't believe in none of that shit. If you're still holding on to beliefs to fancy for yourself because you ain't ascending nothing, go ahead. Go in there and get that perfume toilet paper, wipe your ass. Go and get some of them damn wipes, get rid of all them germs and stuff that you actually need at this time and period. Go and buy you some more of that deodorant soap, or go get some of that shit made by niggas that's just as bad. Go ahead and still brush with your damn fluoride toothpaste, knowing good and damn well that ain't what you got your teeth white, because your teeth shouldn't actually be pearly white. That is some fictional shit. Put a blue light on the fuck on that. How about put a red one on it and tell me what you see? I'm just saying. Even better, go get your purple light and check your shit. And then look at your gums. I'm just saying. Appreciate y'all, my beautiful beloved sisters and my brothers. Catch y'all in the AM. Unless I have to come on and I might want to share a little more tea and shit.